Have you ever stood before a truly ancient stone structure and felt a profound sense of wonder, asking yourself a simple, yet impossibly complex question? How did they do that? The distant past often feels like a series of locked rooms, sealed by time and shrouded in enigma. Within these rooms lie puzzles crafted from stone, earth, metal. Colossal monuments that defy our modern sense of scale. Intricate lines etched across vast desert plains, visible only from the heavens. Delicate machines whose complexity seems to belong to a much later age. In this exploration, we will take a key and unlock 6 of history's most famous ancient mysteries, revealing not wild speculation, but clear answers grounded in scientific discovery and archaeological fact. We will journey across continents and millennia. We will not speak of aliens or lost super civilizations. Instead, we will talk about real people, the tools they used, the challenges they faced, and the organization they mastered. From tool marks to chemical analyses and ground-penetrating scans, research reveals the human ingenuity at the core of these marvels. Our first destination is the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. Commissioned by Pharaoh Khufu as his eternal resting place, a grand tomb for body and treasure. Built about 4,500 years ago, its construction spawned speculation and fantasy. But archaeology reveals a more impressive truth. Skilled Egyptian laborers, not visitors from the stars. Excavations uncovered a sprawling workers' village with bakeries producing thousands of loaves and ample cattle, sheep, and fish for a sustained workforce. Tools of the trade, copper chisels and saws for limestone, dolerite pounders for granite. This was a highly organized, state-sponsored project, not the toil of enslaved masses. The prevailing explanation: massive ramps, straight or spiral, evolving as the pyramid rose. Blocks on wooden sleds, hauled by coordinated teams with ropes. Friction reduced by wetting the sand, a technique depicted in Egyptian art and confirmed experimentally. Demanding labor, precise timing, achievable with the era's tools and organization. Near-perfect squareness and cardinal alignment arose from careful astronomical observation and sophisticated surveying. Workers graffiti inside hidden chambers names gangs like the Friends of Khufu. Behind geometric perfection lies a human story of collective effort, skill, and devotion. We travel to England's Salisbury Plain, home to Stonehenge. Built in phases from about 3000 to 1500 BCE. Once debated as Druidic or Roman, consensus now sees a sacred gathering place linked to sun and moon. Aligned with summer solstice sunrise and winter solstice sunset, a colossal stone calendar. Local Sarsen megaliths weigh up to 30 tons. Inner bluestones came from Wales, over 150 miles away. Geology traced the bluestones to Preseli. Transport likely mixed sledges, rollers, and river sea routes on rafts. It required logistics, geography knowledge, and inter-community cooperation, perhaps as ritualized processions. Burials from early phases and evidence of large feasts show a ceremonial hub drawing distant travelers, a vibrant center of life, marking seasons and connecting earth to sky. Stonehenge becomes legible when seen as community, ceremony, and cosmic timekeeping woven into stone. We venture to Rapa Nui, Easter Island, a remote Pacific world of nearly 1,000 Moai statues, carved from volcanic tuff between about 1,250 and 1,500 CE. Sculpted at Rano Raraku using stone toki, then moved across rugged ground to ceremonial ahu platforms. Recent experiments support an elegant method, walking the Moai upright as oral history tells. Teams rock the statue side to side, inching forward, like moving a heavy refrigerator. The statue's low center of gravity and D-shaped base made it feasible. This method used less timber than rollers, aligning with scarce wood needed for canoes and housing. Moai represent deified ancestors, raised on sacred Ahu. The statues watch inland over villages and lands. While resources strain the island, the Moai testify to artistic skill, engineering, and profound spiritual belief. Seen clearly, the mystery resolves into community, memory, and mastery over movement in stone. Beneath the Aegean, sponge divers in 1901 found a corroded bronze lump near Antikythera. Dating to around 100 BCE, it proved to be an ancient analog computer. Advanced 3D X-rays and imaging revealed at least 30 interlocking gears in a wooden case. A turn of the crank predicted Sun, Moon, and the visible planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, with striking accuracy. It tracked lunar phases, forecast eclipses, and modeled the Moon's irregular motion with a clever pin-and-slot mechanism. A games dial tied science to society, reshaping our view of Hellenistic engineering sophistication. Across the Peruvian desert, the Nazca lines, created from 500 BCE to 500 CE, form a vast sacred artwork. Hundreds of figures, lines, trapezoids, hummingbirds, spiders, monkeys, best seen from above. Method: remove the dark pebble layer to expose pale ground, preserved by a dry, windless climate. Stakes, grids, and ropes scaled small drawings to monumental designs. Most scholars link their purpose to water and ceremony. Many lines sit near or point toward sources and canals. Paths may have guided rituals. Platforms and pottery at junctions support sacred use. Not alien messages, but prayers upon the earth. A people's faith mapped onto a harsh, revered landscape. In southeastern Turkey, Göbekli Tepe, about 11,000 years old, rewrites our origins. Vast stone circles of T-shaped pillars carved with foxes, lions, snakes, and vultures. Built before pottery and domesticated animals, it suggests ritual preceded agriculture. Pillars over 10 tons were cut with flint, hauled by rope and lever, and raised into bedrock sockets. Feasting remains imply large gatherings. Shared myth and ceremony may have sparked settled life. Materials at hand: stone, wood, copper, rope, combined with mathematics, engineering, and astronomy. Brilliantly simple methods: ramps, sledges, reduced friction. Walk the Moai, clear the desert crust to draw the sky on Earth. Observation, trial and error, leverage, and organized labor on a massive scale. Leaders to plan, architects to design, specialized work gangs to quarry, transport, and raise stones. Feeding and housing thousands required sophisticated logistics and long-term planning. Specific rituals and meanings remain debated, but the big picture sharpens. Collaboration built the impossible. The Great Pyramid is project management. The mechanism is timeless inquiry. The lines are prayer writ large. From gears to code, the same logic drives creation. Human hands and minds leave messages for the future when guided by imagination, skill, and shared purpose.